This is the homework for Paul McWhorter's lesson number 32 for the Pico W. He asked us to get a visual indication of the temperature swings or variations we receive when we download the uRequest data. If you look up here, you'll see I've got the typical stuff. This is time sequence uRequest machine. I had to add ADC for my indoor temperature. Then T1 is 5, T2 is 0.25. Okay, now I added a cal factor for the internal temperature measurement on the Pico W. Here I set up the LEDs and define the pins. And here I'm doing the ADC. This is the indoor temperature setup for the interior temperature measurement on the Pico W. Now down here I do the setups for the OLED display, and here's where I connect to the network. I set it start to set active true, do a secrets, and then while we wait this thing is false, it says connecting, and then when it's connected it shows that on the little OLED. Now down here is all the different requests. I've set these up for the different temperatures because it's only going to be one temperature while I'm doing this. So here's the actual one here. Then I've got one here for 110 degrees, one here for 90, one here for 75, and one here for 32 to give me or exercise me or the LED. Now all this stuff is from the last class. Okay, here we got temperature. Okay, this is where I make the temperature measurement from the LED. If you look, you can see there's a calculation being done here. For get it into Fahrenheit. And here's where we reload the data every 5 minutes. Then we print new data. Okay. Here's the different setups from the download. Here I'm displaying time, date, the sunrise, sunset. Then I go to a new screen. I go temp, humidity, barometric pressure, and wind speed. Down here I've got the name conditions, indoor temperature. I display the temperatures on the Pico W. Here's where you display all the weather, for maybe more than one. Okay. Now, down here I check the temperature, see if it's over 107. If it's over 107, I say true on the red, false, false on green and blue. So it gives me a red indicator and an alarm. Now if I go down to here, the alarm is warning, high heat. And I put that on the display. Then here we've got the main temperature. If it's less than 90 and greater than 32, it's a green LED. And down here I've got alarm 0, which actually equates to no alarm. Okay, and then down here, this one here, I got the set for temperature of 32, less than 32 or equal to 32. Okay, and that gives me false, false, and true on the blue LED, and gives me alarm number 2. Go down here to alarm number 2, it says warning, freezing temps. We get all of those, by the way, here in Tucson, depending on the year, the time of year. Okay, let's go back up here and we'll run this pig. Okay, here we go. Run it. If you look at the display, it said connected, probably because it's been powered up. And pretty soon it'll display the actual data. I don't know if you're going to be able to make that on a display, but it's 99.75 degrees, humidity at 27, and the conditions are clouds, a few clouds, indoor temperature 77. Okay, now that's the actual data coming from the, go down here, actual data coming from the open weather, what's it called? Like open weather map. Okay, let's go down here. We'll comment out the real one, and we'll uncomment the one for the 110. Now if I run this, we'll go and run it, and you'll see the LED and everything stays on because it doesn't cycle through all the data screens. Now it's coming up and it's going to hit the temperature of 110 degrees. As soon as it gets done with this display, gets through all the displays, it'll change the LED. The LED is red now. I don't know if you can see it better with that. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Okay, now if I go in here, comment out this guy, and uncomment this one, and run it again, you'll see after it gets through all the cycles, it'll turn the LED green. Or yellow. I'm sorry, yellow. Because we're going for the yellow one. Okay, now it's yellow. And if I go back up in here and comment it out, then come down a little farther, uncomment this one, and run it again, you get this similar stuff, and it's got to go through all again. This would probably go a lot faster if I knew how to do this threading. Okay, here we go, 75 degrees, conditions. This is all from a previous run. And there we go, now we have a green LED. Now, if I go ahead and comment out this one, and uncomment this one, and rerun the thing, we should get a blue LED telling me it's freezing outside. Go out and cover your plants. Still green, still green. Okay, now it's got to turn blue. There it goes. Now we have a blue LED. And we'll go back, and I'll do this one. Go back up and uncomment the real thing. Okay, now I think that's about all I got to show you on this. So, Paul, I'm happy to be doing these homeworks, and I really appreciate your videos. So thanks a lot, and we'll see you later. Bye.